Hi, this is Stacy with Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy. Welcome to day 7 of the 12 Days of Christmas series. But today I'm working with a 30-ounce Grippy that I got from the Stainless Depot, and it comes with directions on how to take the handle off. You just pop off this little top cover here and take a screwdriver and unscrew the handle itself. I did get this already prepped as a sublimation tumbler. So once I get the handle off, I'm going to go ahead and sand it with my 220 grit piece of sandpaper. And then I will clean it with my Dawn dish soap. And I don't need to spray paint it or anything like that because it's already taken care of for me. So I'm going right in with my glitter glue. I'm going to coat the cup really well. It's a white glitter I'm going to be using, so I didn't need to do any extra prepping thanks to the sublimation. So I'm going to get, like I said, full coverage here, and then I'm going to go in with Chase Rae's Grace, the fine version, which is my absolute favorite white glitter. And I do have a coupon code with Chase Rae. It is LBC15, and you'll save 15%. I'm going to let that dry for 3 hours, and here I am going in with another coat of my glitter glue so that I can get this all sealed. I'm going to let this sit for 3 hours, and then I'm going to move on to the next step. I'm going in with 20 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Fast Set Epoxy. Going to get full coverage on this, let this spin for 3 hours, and then I'm going to go immediately in with another 15 mLs of my Fast Set Epoxy, let that spin for 4 hours that time, and then it will be ready to start doing the vinyl work. Tell you with these Grippies or any of the 40-ounce Stanley style dupe tumblers, you want to make sure that you don't get any of the epoxy on the little notch where you will screw the handle back in. It makes it extremely hard for you to get that handle back on properly. Houndstooth vinyl that I'm using is another one that I picked out to go with my collab with 311 Co. I totally stuck with the red, white, and teal for all of the designs, and this one really spoke to me. It is on a transparent vinyl, so you can see all of the glitter shine through. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure this, and I'm going to do that so that I can go in with the hinge method to apply it around the tumbler. Measuring it all the way around, I am going to notch out where that little piece sticks up for the handle. So I'm going to show you how I notched that to make it look seamless so that once I have it all attached, you won't even be able to tell that there was any separation because of the handle. I also have a discount code with 311 Co. It is LBC10 to save 10%. Like I said, I'm going in with the hinge method here, cutting it out separately where I've got it notched for that little handle piece. And I'm just going to very carefully make sure that I have it all straight and start applying it around the tumbler. I am going to use my little squeegee to make sure that I prevent any bubbles. With it being a transparent vinyl, I don't want to have any bubbles in there because I believe you would see them pretty clearly and I would have to take the time to pop them. So I am going to very carefully apply this all the way around. The two seams come together, it's pretty seamless. You're not even going to be able to tell that there's a seam there, and that's one of the things that I love about working with a plaid design is it's very easy to hide everything, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean up any little blemishes that are on here, and make it so that I can move on to the next step. Picked out these little snowmen to go along with it. These are a semi-transparent element sheet, or it could be a vinyl sheet if you just wanted to have it be fully around a tumbler. It's a semi-transparent vinyl sheet. I'm going to use it as an element sheet because that's just kind of what I do. So I'm just going to cut out some of the ones that I want and carefully apply them, making sure that I don't have any bubbles. I am bringing it up onto the curve, so I just want to take a little bit of extra tension to make sure that there's no creases in that section, and I'm just going to put it all the way around. The bottom is a little bit skinnier. I didn't want to have any big pieces, so where I have it, where the snowmen are kind of connected together, I am going to separate them, make it look like it's just one individual one, trim it around, and just apply the one, because otherwise I would have like one double on there and two singles, and it wouldn't look really good. It wouldn't flow together. So, and I wanted to get both the red and the teal scarves onto the bottom with the snowmen. Another element sheet that I got from 311 Co. I had talked to Wendy about it. I told her with the Holly Jolly vinyl that she has that an element sheet would go so great with it. So she made a couple different sizes with some of the pieces from that vinyl, and she turned it into an element sheet. I love these little striped pieces that she did because I could have easily made some vinyl striping with my Cricut and some permanent vinyl, but these are transparent, so I can keep the theme of having the glitter be showing through all at the same time. There was the decal that I'm going to be using. I didn't want it so that you would see the houndstooth underneath it, so I'm just taking some white acrylic paint and my chip brush, and I am going to create my own little paint blotch on there. I just like the way that this looks. I just think that it keeps well with the theme of the tumbler. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all on there, let that dry. I'm going to put a coat of epoxy on it and then apply the decal. Going in with another 15 mLs of my fast set epoxy. I want to make sure that I get this paint covered before I put the decal on there, because if something happens and I pull the decal up, it's going to pull the paint up. It's not going to look good. It's better off just sealing it so that it's in good condition. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of extra of the epoxy that I have, and I'm going to take some Grace, the micro fine glitter, and I'm going to put just a little bit in there with the little bit of epoxy that I have that's remaining. And I'm going to put that just over the paint blotch so that the paint blotch also has the sparkly look that the rest of the tumbler has on it. Literally put just a super small amount. I'm showing it there just enough so that it would get that nice glitter coverage over the decal, but not overtake the entire paint and blotch. Let that spin for 4 hours, and then I'm going to go in and actually apply the decal. Doing something totally different for me. I actually use the hinge method to apply the decal, and I don't know why I don't ever do it. I just don't. I just always just eyeball it, but I wanted to have this be set properly. So I was like, I'm going to do the hinge method this time. And that's what I did. And I love it. You can still see the glitter through the paint blotch. It all works together well. And then I decided to do one more transparent striped line at the bottom of the tumbler in red just to bring the entire design together. I also got that decal from 311 Co. and I will be linking all of the materials I used in the description for you. I'm going in with my final epoxy coats. So I'm going to go in with another 15 mLs of my fast set epoxy, let this dry for 4 hours, and then I sanded the tumbler down really well and went in with another 15 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Artist Cure medium viscosity epoxy, let that spin for 10 hours, and then it was all set. I did let it cure for a couple days, and then I am going to show you how I put the handle back on. So I'm just going to take my screwdriver, put the screw back in to the tumbler, make sure that I got that on nice and tight, but I also want to be really careful putting that in because I don't want to strip that screw. And then it's just really easy to pop that piece back in. And then it also comes with a rubber piece to put on the bottom, and it was all done. And this is what it looked like. I love this glitter. I love how sparkly it is. These colors just talk to my soul. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of this one. I might be keeping this one for myself. And this is day 7 of my 12 days of Christmas. I will see everybody again tomorrow for day 8. Bye-bye.